Fastcast.
Welcome in. Thanks for hanging with us for our 48 Fastcast. A nice start to our Monday and really our week.
Yeah, it really is a nice start. The only thing is that we are seeing that haze from those Canadian wildfires right here in the Tennessee Valley. Crazy how far it can travel.
Yeah, and all has to do with the upper level winds. I'll talk more about that smoke and where it comes from. But we did it. We finally had a nice weekend across the Tennessee Valley, both Saturday and Sunday, dealing with that haze. But most importantly, we didn't see any rain or storms. And this is going to be a fairly dry stretch of weather, especially when you compare it to the month of May. May has not been kind to us, but now we're in June, a new chapter. June 1st, the start of hurricane season, as well as a meteorological summer. So average high is 87. We've got temps in the upper 80s. When you factor in that humidity, the heat index will be in the low to mid 90s for much of your work week. No rain today or tomorrow, just isolated shower potential as we go into Wednesday and Thursday. Scattered rain and storms coming by the end of the week. A little bit of patchy fog, low-lying areas near some bodies of water today. Temperatures this morning out the door, I think comfortable enough. You don't need that extra light layer or a jacket to get going. Very calm winds today. We'll actually feel a little bit eerie at times. High pressure stays parked over the southeast. That means sunny skies as we go through the day today.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
Here's a live look at the Parkway here in Huntsville. You can see that haze that we've been talking about, but traffic is picking up but moving along nicely. Here's a look at our traffic triangle. Pretty quiet morning, no wrecks or anything like that. A couple of slowdowns, but nothing too significant. The only thing to really show you right now is that we are starting to see our first slow stretch on 565 eastbound of the morning, down to about 27 miles per hour, and that will continue to get worse. You can see that orange just spread. It will continue throughout the morning, so just be aware of that. Drive times, Decatur to Huntsville, 22 minutes. Athens to Huntsville, 26. Gina?
All right, Claudia, thank you. It was a violent weekend in Huntsville. 2 people were killed and 4 others were injured over a span of just 48 hours. Now, that first shooting happened early Friday morning just outside of an apartment complex between Binford and Seminole Drive. 21-year-old Tyrick Norris was killed and another person was hurt. Now, that second person who was shot is expected to survive. No arrests have been made in this shooting. Later Friday, a body was found on the Whitesburg Bridge. Huntsville police say the victim was David Merritt of Arab. Investigators believe Merritt was shot and killed after getting into an argument with Daniel Shelton. Police also believe Shelton was attempting to throw Merritt's body into the Tennessee River. Shelton was found in Coleman County over the weekend and taken back to Huntsville. He was arrested and charged with murder and abuse of a corpse.
On Saturday afternoon, one person was taken to the hospital with severe injuries after being assaulted on Patton Road near Telstar Circle. Witnesses we spoke with said several men got out of a car before attacking another man in the street. Police tell us the victim was beaten with a gun. 3 suspects, Zamario Williams, Robert Martell, and Zachary Dixon, were found hiding in a nearby apartment and then arrested. They are all charged with assault. Early Sunday morning, 2 people were hurt in an apartment shooting on Boxwood Court near the intersection of University Drive and Jordan Lane. Both victims are expected to survive. Police are not saying if anyone was arrested in this shooting.
And yet another shooting happened around 6 a.m. Sunday. Police say they were first notified about a possible shooting into a home on Hammonds Avenue near Pulaski Pike and University Drive. When they got there, officers saw multiple people speeding off. A short chase ensued and then ended at the intersection of Sparkman Drive and Holmes Avenue. Quavion Miller and Keontae Mosley were both arrested and charged with discharging a firearm into an occupied building. Those shots were fired into the home of 87-year-old Marjorie Binford. She says she was watching TV when she heard shouting coming from the living room. Her daughter and grandchild ran in, telling her to take cover. Police told Binford 40 shots were fired into her home. The front door just shattered completely and bullet holes can be seen throughout the house. Binford tells us this is the second shooting at the home in just the past few weeks.
Well, still to come, a week-long celebration is coming to Huntsville Hospital later this month. We take you inside that celebration right after this break. Welcome back in. Covering your community now, Huntsville's Make Music Day is coming back to Huntsville later this month.
Musicians from across the area will perform throughout Huntsville on June 21st. Huntsville Hospital, though, plans to make this day a week-long celebration. Pediatric patients will be given instrument kits to make their own instruments. Huntsville Hospital has a team of music therapists that use music to support patients during their stay. That team is helping to organize this week-long event. Jordan Bashirs is a music therapist who works at Huntsville Hospital. She says music really helps bring joy to patients and their families. Bashirs even talked about a time when she helped a teenager who was having a hard time during their hospital stay.
We did our own songwriting activity and we wrote her very own song that was just about something completely unrelated to the hospital. But we talked about using music as a coping skill, using that creativity, and we ended up recording it, and I got to send it to her and she got to take it away, and she emailed me after. She was like, "This was so amazing," and it was just so special.
Very cool. There will also be a music parade at the Pediatric Center as part of Make Music Week. The celebration will go from June 16th to the 21st. These performances will happen throughout the city on Saturday, the 21st.
Now, your First Alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
Well, good Monday morning, everyone. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Finally got some time outside, got the grass cut, had some pool time, and it was a perfect weekend for that. Now we're going to turn up the temperatures as we go through the rest of this work week. Big week in Guntersville leading up to HydroFest weekend, and we do have some fog to deal with. Most of the fog near bodies of water like Guntersville, for example, or in some of the low-lying areas. We've got more haze and smoke to deal with from the Canadian wildfires, but even with that haze, it is a mostly sunny day. 88 tomorrow, 87, chance of a pop-up shower or storm, and those fires are well off to our north, but the northwest flow and the upper levels of the atmosphere continuing to pull in that smoke and haze, so people with respiratory or respiratory sensitivity, asthma for example, might have some issues. Temperatures this morning are in the upper 50s to mid 60s. Really a nice change of pace as we go through this week. Things will definitely feel warmer and more humid, but we're not tracking rain and storm chances every single day through the week like we were for most of May. So nice to have May behind us. June starts, fresh start to the week too. Things are looking up.
Eric, take a bow, okay? Several days with no rain, just claps all around.
Yes.
And a few days off, right? A few days off,
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah. Just hit the house.
We'll tell the higher ups.
All right.
All right, have a good one.